Thank you for watching another episode of the Arizona Breakdown. My name is Andre.
Hey, I'm Ryan. Welcome back.
And today we are joined by an assortment of people. Oh my God, so many vocalists. So let's just go around and have everybody introduce themselves real quick.
Hi, I'm Anthony, and I'm the vocalist for the Exiled Martyr.
I'm Connor, and I'm the vocalist for Dead World Reclamation.
And Steve, vocalist for Pariah.
Hell yeah. So real quick, before we jump into it, just going to say, if you're enjoying this shit, like, subscribe, all that typical, podcast, YouTube stuff. So how you guys doing today?
It's a bummer day.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a loaded question.
Woke up happy, and I went on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing really well.
Aside from that.
Yeah. I cried today.
Yeah.
I cried.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Yeah. For anybody wondering, today is shot on the day that we heard the news about Kobe Bryant. So
Yeah.
rest in peace.
Him and his kid, yeah. No. That's the shittiest part about it, too. Is just like, I don't know, dude, like having kids and shit, like thinking about that, like, those last seconds. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too. What is Kobe doing while that helicopter's spinning down? Like, what is he saying to his kid? That's just
And
so
does he
that
have
I'd
time?
never want to experience ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is there
fucking
time to say anything?
Can she even hear him? Like,
Yeah.
they're loud as fuck in there. I've never been in a helicopter. And now I'm never going in one.
I agree. I thought the same thing.
Dude.
Fair assessment.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Jesus. Well, music has been good. Other tthan the drummer of Cynic dying.
I was just and bass player for Divine Heresy and Nile died too.
Yeah.
And this just in, more death.
Yeah. Oh my God. Surprise,
2020's
motherfucker.
We're pissing me off
We're
already.
bringing a new meaning to the Arizona Breakdown. We're all having like fucking breakdowns.
All right, so yeah, this is going to be a therapy session today.
Fuck yeah, let's get it out there.
Like, are you guys doing okay? Is everybody dealing with the grief?
Well,
Is
Connor
everybody
cried. We
handling
know
that?
that. So
Yeah.
he's, he's on the mend. But
I didn't die.
I'm still fucking here.
And Anthony's not in a helicopter, so
Yeah,
we're good.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm on the fucking ground and like both feet planted. I've always been scared of heights, and like, now I know that.
Dude, I'm supposed to fly in June. Oh God, we might.
Where to? International or
Vegas, just Vegas.
well,
Oh, dude, fucking
flying
drive.
to Vegas?
Just
I'm
drive.
not driving again. I'm
Why?
not doing that drive.
no, that drive sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck it.
Okay, so
45-minute flight, dude. You literally get up in the air, cruising altitude, and like, we'll be making our descent now. And it's like, oh, this is great.
I'm so
Pretty
confused.
much.
What's wrong with the drive?
So
It's just,
I-
6 hours minus versus 45 minutes. It's like, dude,
that's not it. Okay.
yeah,
it's
I
like
have
6
a
hours.
time
It's like,
saver.
I don't know. I feel like it's like a 4-5 hour. Well, my brother fucking drives like a maniac, but like, I don't know, dude. The drive's not. I don't know. I like the drive because it's like you get the chance to kick it. You're like, yeah, you talk shit, do dumb things, look at pee in cans and stuff. And
you know what? I'm about to embrace some privilege.
yeah.
I have saved up enough money that a flight is not going to be an issue.
Are we
here.
flight shaming you?
God
no,
damn it.
no, we're not. Yeah, dude, do your
I
thing.
am not going through 6 hours of drive if I don't have to.
I got a fucking ticket.
Dude,
So here's the good news: is if that plane goes down, it's such a short flight that you're probably going to crash into the next airport.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys can glide there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy shit.
my whole thing is just like, it's not the drive there, it's the drive back. Because I feel, I generally feel horrible.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
that's a fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to fly back from Vegas, regardless of how shitty I feel, and just be like, I don't have to do anything. Mm-hmm. I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were in Vegas, I turned on I put a YouTube video of someone testing out an AK-47 as we were driving past the Mandalay Bay, and I just cranked it up and rolled down the windows.
Yes, dude.
Yikes.
We need. Oh yeah, we need to go to Vegas now together. I'm serious. Like, I got in a lot of trouble once. I forgot where we were, but I had my Unholy shirt on.
Yeah.
And these dudes were all like, "Praise Jesus" with their fucking signs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
those
and
dudes.
I minded my P's and Q's, but he you and
Yeah.
looked at me, and I was just like, Slayer! And, fucking Chris is doing it with me, and the person we were walking with was just like, fuck you guys, and I apparently offended them. And look, dude, fuck yeah, we got a party in Vegas now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, we got a party across the world.
I know, dude. I think we managed to get close to blackout drunk for 10 days straight in a different state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get some stories from that tour.
Oh.
How the fuck was that?
It's super dope.
Actually, it like normally like the funnest tour stories is when shit breaks down or goes wrong. I think everything kind of went pretty smoothly the entire trip.
Yeah.
The funnest thing was just we stayed at a rest stop almost every single night, and we just grilled. I think we had burgers every
Dude, hell yeah, brother. Fuck yeah, dude.
There was that racist chick in
Arkansas, wasn't it?
Arkansas.
I think it was Arkansas.
It was a shitty ass hotel. And,
dude, that hotel was so sketch. Our fucking microwave caught on fire.
That's right. They had to give us a new room.
Shit. Yeah. Dude, yeah, they discounted our shit.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Dude, yeah.
There's still blood on the carpet.
Dude, it was wild. And the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember there's just like no, but I was like, everything's closed, and like there's still mosquitoes.
Yeah, but then we ended up staying in the pool until like 3 a.m. because even the security guy was like, if you just keep it down, you're good. And then Garen and Cameron, who's the photographer who went with us, are getting into some deep like political discussion.
For real, they're like,
and like I'm sitting here going like, God, just normally I'm the one who's like embroiled in some political conversation, and I'm sitting here going like, can you guys have a good time? Yeah.
Dude, I remember when we all got right now. Dude, we had like all gotten out of the pool though too, and then like fucking Cameron got out and left him in the pool, and I went back, I was like, you coming out or what? He goes, Cameron said he's coming back. You know? It's like, he's drying the fuck off. He's like, that fucking liar. He gets out of the pool. And like, but he was just like content, like, waiting for him to come back to finish the fucking conversation. That was, dude. The whole tour was super fun though. It was definitely like, because you guys had done a tour before that, so like you kind of like had it. Like it was new as fuck for me, dude. I was so scared. First, like, dude, when we like left after the sold out show, I remember I was drunk as shit, and I'm like in the van, and I'm like, tired. I can't stretch out. Like I had fucking like Chris here, and I think I had fucking Aaron here, dude. And
you guys stuffed your van.
Yeah, it was dumb. Like,
God, how many people do you have in your van?
Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dude, holy crap! How many?
Holy
After
shit!
5, that's too many.
It was all of Exiled Martyr plus Eric and Chris. And Cameron.
Yeah. So 5, 6, that's 8.
Oh, no.
8 of us were in that motherfucker.
That's
we
far
did-
too many people.
We didn't
No
want to
trailer.
do a trailer, so we both rented out to. They're 15 passenger, but they take out the seats, so it's 12 passengers, so that we would store our gear in the back of the van. And like what we did is we had just Pariah dudes in our van, and we laid down all of our gear so it was flat in the back, and we'd put like blankets and pillows, and like we had a little. The area in the back that was Comfy Town, and like everyone got to lay down, and we'd pull up to a gas station, and no wonder why you guys were fucking boofing at every stop.
We had to, dude. Like
We would stop like every 2-3 hours, stretch our legs, come out, and like Exile guys open their doors.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you guys sleep?
I'm not gonna get in
nuts
trouble
to
for
butts, or did you alternate?
So check it. We alternated. So it was
Okay,
either
good.
like you were in the chair because all right. So we took out like 2 of the bench seats. This sucked, dude. But the first night, because when I had my anxiety attack, I like flipped out and I was like, I'm gonna sleep on all the shit. So I like just jumped and I slept in all the gear, like drum set. It was just fucked up.
How was that?
Dude, it sucked. But you know what? I was able to lay down and like I can sleep anywhere, right? And I was fucking drunk, like I said. And so I just every bump, something moved, and I'd get a little more comfy or like a little like adjust. And, but yeah,
My
dude.
scoliosis is just like...
Yeah, I've had back problems since. I'm not gonna lie, you know. But
Well,
like,
dude, the worst part was like I felt like we dialed in like our comfy part on the last like trip home, and it was driving. We did from Dallas all the way to Phoenix overnight.
Fuck.
And I remember like we had all. It was the end of the tour. We were all burnt out, and like I had this meeting where we all had this circle, and I said, "Listen, on our drive home, we're not fucking around. Every 2 hours we stop and switch drivers. Like,
Yeah.
this is a dangerous drive. Like, this is how bad shit happens." So like the super like come to Jesus drive, and then like, and I'm like the fucking one who gets to sleep for the first like 6 or 8 hours or something like that, and I wake up. And it's Garen waking me up. He's like, "Hey man, it's your shift." And I'm like, "Oh, all right." And I'm like, "What time is it?" And we left at midnight. And it was like 7 a.m. And I'm like, "Oh, all right." And I like look out the window and I see an oil rig. And I like look at Garen and I'm like, "Where the fuck are we?" He's like, "Bro, we're still in Texas."
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, "Fuck this state."
Yeah.
No. go.
Yeah, it was another probably 4 hours before we crossed into New Mexico.
That was the longest drive of our fucking lives.
amazing.
Fuck you, Texas.
Yeah.
I remember being pissed drunk leaving Texas too, and like looking out the
Dude,
window.
I was drinking in the back of our van because I was like, I don't have to drive for 8 hours.
Yeah, I should have been. Man, no, I remember like looking out the window and I seen like the fucking flames from the oil things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening over there? Because I've
Mad
never
Max shit.
left Arizona worth a damn. I'd gone to Vegas and Cali before that tour. I saw some shit. You know,
I had a Samwise like moment from Lord of the Rings where you're like, if I take one more step, this is the furthest I'll ever be from home.
Yeah, I did. I really, real shit. When we were in Tennessee and I like looked at my phone and I typed in my address and I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
And then I fucked around. I was like, I want to walk home. And I was like, damn, never. I forgot what it said, but I just remember it was a long fucking time.
Yeah.
I was like, Forrest Gump did worse, you know? It's a fucking lie.
God damn, we got a toy, dude. We need some of these experiences.
Yes,
man.
I would love to. I'll sleep on fucking gear. I don't care.
Right?
Dude,
tour.
that's what I'm saying. You do what you have to and you survive.
I'll do it. I don't care.
I think we caught it in the sweet spot because like the bigger
yeah.
bands that I hear who like they talk about touring as being almost like a nuisance, which they do it obviously a lot more. But I've heard them say like once you cross over, like when you start to do 20 dates or something like that, that's when it's like, okay. Yeah. And I will say like after like 6 or 7 of like straight shows, I'm starting to already like look at the calendar and be like, all right, when are we making this turn home? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I did 2 months on a bus.
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
That's fucking,
Like it's cool for a while until everything starts to smell like feet, dick,
Yep.
and cigarettes because you can't open the windows while you're driving. So everyone's chain smoking, and you can't open a window because you have overpasses and the windows are above.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so it's like
Oh, man.
you can't wait to get out and throw a frisbee around for a little while.
Dude, I had to start smoking again, Contour. That's why I started smoking cigarettes again. My fucking vape, dude. I was so pissed. It was like, I think we were in Colorado, and like
Yeah,
my
day
vape,
2.
Yeah. See, so my vape broke. It like almost killed me. And fucking, when we got to Kentucky is when I broke, dude.
Yeah.
Because like I was like hungover, and like the sign, dude. Cigarettes are so cheap in Kentucky. Y'all are lucky. And, like, dude, I swear, because I looked and the sign for American Spirits, it was like $4 and some change, and I was like,
Damn.
that's before fucking tax. You know what I mean? And
Holy
like,
shit.
So I like looked at.
damn, I'm paying $9 right now.
You see what I'm saying? And like, I was like, Chris. And he turns around. He's got like 6 packs in his fucking hand too. He's like, no, dude. And,
One step ahead of you, man.
for real, I walked up. I was all like, 5 packs of your finest Marlboros, please.
The finest.
I think I remember
They're
saying
the same
too.
everywhere, sir.
I think I was talking to somebody. It was one of the dudes from Oceans Divide Us, which is a badass band
Oh,
in
fuck
Memphis,
yeah.
Tennessee. They like blew us away. They were awesome. And I was talking to like one of those guys there, and I was like, I don't get why everyone in the South is so fucking cranky. I'm like, you guys have like it's beautiful out here. It's all green. I'm like, it's fucking cigarettes, gas is cheap, booze are cheap. I'm like, you guys have everything the cheapest, and it's pretty out here. What the fuck is your problem?
Was because they took her.
Humidity. Humidity is the fucking problem.
Oh, Memphis was bad.
Yeah, that would make any good person do fucking rotten things. I feel like.
We couldn't catch a buzz. Remember, because we were drinking and it was just shooting out of her.
We're like, fuck, let's drink as fast as we can.
We were drinking for like 7-8 hours in Memphis, like from when we got there to when we left. And I think right at the end, you and I were playing with the dog because there was like a dog in the venue. And I remember like looking at you going like, dude, this is the first time I caught a buzz like since being in Tennessee.
Yeah, because and I was just like, you know what, me too, because like, and they were, drinking like, I don't know, I don't have like a big tolerance, but like I drink quickly, so I try to like catch a buzz as fast as I can, I guess. But yeah, I remember you saying that like you were sitting on like the pool table or some shit, petting a little motherfucker.
Yeah,
dude. That dog was so cool. We were playing catch with it while we were playing.
Yeah.
You like bring a tennis ball to
What?
it. Yeah, we're like playing in this bar. We're like, and the dog would come up with a fucking ball in its mouth.
Yeah.
And you're like,
there's pictures too. Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's
so
we
sick.
were supposed to do that whole. Weren't you guys gonna do like a shirt thing? You remember that?
With the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
There's a lot of shirts I'm supposed to do.
I get it.
Our buddy Wheels in Kingman, which I don't know if when you guys played there, his name's Mike, but he's in a wheelchair. His
dude,
nickname is
okay,
Wheels.
So I'm pretty sure we definitely met him.
Yeah, so Mike is fucking awesome. He was like, he goes into the mosh pit in a wheelchair and fucks people up. And like I told him we were gonna do like an MLB style like shirt with just someone in a wheelchair, and it was gonna be an Pariah shirt for him.
Fuck yeah,
called
dude.
Wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And and he
awesome.
just hit me up the other night, and he was like, "Dude, you fucking told me you were gonna make that shirt. I haven't seen it." And I'm like, "Oh
shit.
fucking A, I suck."
Bro, he's gonna
I'm
crap stomp
on
you
it.
next time you're out in Kingman. Where's the shirt at, man?
Dude, that's fucking great. Now you have to make that shirt though. That's one shirt you can't fuck off now.
yeah, pretty much.
You said it on.
Yeah.
You said it on
That'd be-
podcast.
that'd
It's
be-
on the
yeah,
internet.
It's on the internet
That'd be
now.
epic.
Yeah. I wonder just if the PC police would be like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" Some guy doing a wheelie in a wheelchair. They're like, "That's fucking
it.
wheels, man."
If they don't laugh, then it ain't worth your fucking.
Yeah.
But fuck them.
It's like you don't know the story. Like, of course it's fucking offensive if you don't know the
Dude,
story.
and like what's funny is like you'll see people who go, "Oh," like bump into him, and he'll just grab him in the pit and like throw him across the room.
Dude, they get rowdy in Kingman though.
Yeah, man, it's fucking awesome.
Dude, fuck yeah, I love that place.
Yeah.
What was the name of the place? Was it Sporties?
Sporties,
dude.
Sporties is the place. in
Dude,
Kingman.
everybody who's played in Kingman's just been like, "Oh my god, Kingman goes hard."
Yeah.
Like we're slacking,
it.
dude. Yeah,
Kingman is the fucking spot. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
oh, it's so much fun.
I don't want to name names, but I always laugh at the fact that somebody once called Kingman a C market, and they're like, "Why would you play a C market?" And I'm like, "Well, you got to go there and see it for yourself." And
That's
like,
a C market.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Go
Yeah.
see the market.
Yeah.
And like,
I was like, I'll tell you what, because every time we play there, they always take care of us, like money wise, like pay off the bar. We always sell a fuck ton of merch, and we play in front of a rowdy ass crowd.
Hell yeah.
And more importantly, like these are like we've played there a number of times now. They're super fucking down to earth people, like just love fucking metal, and they'll go ham for it any day of the week. So yeah, if that's a C
100%.
market, then fucking C markets are my favorite.
yeah, dude, no shit, dude.
Jesus. So like, I'm trying to think of like what my dream state or city to play would be. Like, I can't even. Holy fuck! Does anybody?
Seattle.
I think anything on the East Coast, just because that's a long ways away.
Fuck
And
yeah.
if there was demand out there, I'd be like, that's sick.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right, that'd be
Somewhere on
cool.
the East Coast would be sick. Or,
Dude, especially because it's so hard to get all the way out here from me. Because like with
Yeah.
being like that would be a spendy fucking trip to like DIY that kind of a tour.
We've like looked into it just because we always try and do there and back. And like realistically, to do like a shorter run, you would have to either ship your stuff out there and then ship it back, or find venues that you can do DI at and bring like a pedal board and a guitar. And for drums, you'd have to just line up drummers who are going to let you use their shit for every
That's
show.
so much extra shit though.
Yeah,
and, like, it's-
exactly.
Oh, dude.
That's how they do it in Europe, though. There's a lot of bands that fly over there without drums. They'll play whatever the house kit is.
Ooh.
And,
And they just
yeah.
like bring their cymbals or something with them and like their snare maybe.
Yeah, we just brought pedals, cymbals, and sticks.
Okay.
And they backline the whole rest of it. So
No
you just carry it
shit.
with you.
Damn.
damn.
When you're bigger, I think it works. When you're on our level, it's kind of like, yeah, we either have to drive out there and spend like probably 20 days to fucking
Yeah.
get there and back.
Fucking
Depends
for
how many
real.
bands too. 'Cause
Yeah.
we had like 4 bands on the bus and then support bands, like 2 or 3 per night. So
Yeah.
yeah, and everybody was like pretty cool with playing on the same shit.
No.
Yeah.
I've decided that it wouldn't be a state. I want to tour Europe someday.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Dude, Eastern Europe goes fucking hard.
oh my god.
Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovenia. They
fucking-
fucking love death metal.
I want to play Walking.
That would be sweet.
I know we probably.
Oh
would do
yeah.
it.
Oh dude.
I do too. Like I see As I Lay Dying's video of them there.
Oh yeah, well, actually we
Dude,
would. Yeah.
Oh my
Life goals.
god, I want to do it.
No.
So tight.
Fucking hell yeah. Well, we are gonna go to a quick commercial break, so we will be right back.
Or will we?
Let's hope.
We're gonna tear down and let the roaches in. There's no escaping them checks and poison the crowd. We shall the blood off our brow. There's no complaining. Who's somebody now? All I hear is cry.
So thank you for.
That was really profesh.
I didn't fuck it up.
You should just do do. Now we're like ultra synced.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, I have to edit this. Damn it! What clap is it?
No, we're just leaving that in.
True.
There we go.
All right.
Everybody's gonna get to see you guys in your true forms.
Yeah. Joy.
We're gonna jump back in with some questions we got. Aaron Acero has asked, "What is your favorite crowd hype call out?" Let me see you moving, like shit like that. So, what is your go-to? Is it, or do you have a go-to?
My go-to, not because I like it, it just comes natural, is the make some noise, Club Red. And that's about it. That's really all I say. Other than that, I don't really. It's just natural. I don't know why I say it, but I just want them to scream.
Dude, fuck yeah. No, having them yell is a good fucking thing. Yeah. But I think I just like, move this motherfucker. I don't know, dude. Like, I say a bunch of weird shit.
I'll tell them to bang their fucking heads.
Yeah,
bang their fucking heads, Club Red.
That's always a good one to go to.
Right, straight up. It's just, split the shit.
Yeah.
There's tons, but I guess if there was ever one like I guess I did that I enjoyed. Just tell them to fucking move, because like usually you say it and you just see the one guy just and like fucking, and it just is on from there, and it's super cool.
We did the Wall of Death at the Apocalypse Pony show, and I forgot who it was, but there was someone who was there's always that guy who's in the middle.
Yep.
And there was a guy for ours.
The Achilles.
And I called him out where I was like, there's always one of you fucking assholes. I was like, it is your obligation to murder that fucker.
Yeah, dude, fuck.
I will say, so like, I used to play bass before like I did vocals, and I was in a band with my brother, and we played at a venue it used to be called Club 910. It's like a strip club now off it's fucking McClintock and like Hayden or earlier up in that. But my brother, like, we're about to go on a breakdown, and he's like, rip this place apart. And someone went into the bathroom and ripped the urinal off.
Oh my God.
And the venue tried to charge us for the urinal, and then it ended up just turning into being blacklisted where we couldn't play there ever again.
We'll take it.
Because they're like, you incited violence against the venue. And I'm like, you know what? We kind of did. And then the venue like shut down like a few weeks later. So I was like, yeah.
Fuck y'all, your toilet. Just like, did you get to keep the urinal?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm going to hit up my brother. Hey, bro, you got a urinal in your place?
What happened to that urinal somebody ripped out?
Do you need some cakes? Oh my God.
If it came off the wall that easy though, too, then
I
have some questions.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how drunk the guy is, but there's drunk strength where.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're capable of much, and you can get hit a lot too.
Yeah.
So like, I'm good at that.
So Anna Schultz's follow-up question to that one is, so what's your internal reaction, one, when you do the hype call and people go fucking crazy, and then two, when you do the hype call and nobody moves?
I give them the finger. That right there, just like, fuck y'all. Because all right, so that happens a lot when like you got the people in like the back by the bar. You're like, I see you over there. Come over here, and you summon them, and they just
fucking James Hetfield.
You have the national shows too, like where you get those guys who just stare at you.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I see you. Come fucking play, and like they just won't want to do it. That's why I'm like, let's sit there like that. But otherwise, because you can't like yell at them for not doing it. You know, it's
got to be the same. I think internally, if it was like what the reaction is, it's the same either way. Like if you get into it or you don't, you won't. I'm not changing what I'm doing. Internally, there's those nights where it's like, oh, this is kind of rough.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good learning experience just to not let it get to you and keep focusing on making sure you're still putting on the same show, whether you're playing in front of one people or a room full of people.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, go on.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was one time, one of our sets. I don't remember what show it was, but. There was a part during Godless that very end, and I had everyone before that part. I was like, I want you to chant with me, whatever. And right when that shit hit, I was like, hey, and then surprisingly, more than just the front of the crowd raised their hands, and it went all the way to the back, and everyone was chanting, hey. I was just like, oh shit. Okay.
You're like, hey.
And then I looked back at Alex, and Alex was just like, he was like, yes, keep
Do you
it
ever
going.
get stressed about keeping time while doing that?
Yes.
Because like it
Absolutely.
always, we have one part like it's like in our go-to, like this is the fist pumping part. And Josh, our drummer, wrote this kind of like flavor, like snare part. And like I'll start pumping my fist, and he starts getting funky with the snare, and I'm like, oh shit! And like everyone in my band's like, oh, just tap your foot, and I'm like, look, I'm a bass player. I know what tapping my foot means, but when you're in the moment, you see people like there's like a delay. Like you pump your fist, and you got all these people going.
Yeah.
Ah, ah, ah. You know, it's fucking hard.
Dude,
I just start closing my eyes and just
yeah.
Counting in your head, start tapping your foot. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just
that's
thinking like when you were saying like, oh shit, yeah, it's happening. I just picture like a prequel meme. When Anakin's like, it's working.
Exactly. No, that's how it
This
was.
is pod racing.
Because like my last band, we didn't play in front of a lot of people for at our shows. It was a handful of people, and this is the first time I played in front of crowds like this. And it's cool when you see that many people doing what you tell them to do, and they're feeling your shit, and you're just like, damn, this is working. This is wild.
Yeah.
it's hard to tell too, because some people react to music differently.
Yes.
Like when we did that like impromptu cattle decap show like a month or so ago, we were not on the show until day of, and we'd play, and it was a packed house, super rad. And like there was this guy and like his girlfriend that were just on the edge of the pit with their arms crossed, just staring at us. Like dead stare, like offended that we were playing music. That's how it looked. And I was like sitting there going like, it didn't matter that the show was going really well and everyone seemed to be enjoying it. This one guy was just like, I could see him like the entire show, and I could feel his eyes, and I was getting like, what do I have to do to get you to like what we're doing? And then at the end of the show, he like uncrossed his arms, and it's like when we're doing the big like and saying thanks to the venue, blah blah blah, we're this band, and he like uncrosses his arms, leans over to his girlfriend, starts clapping, and then he comes up to me outside and he talked to me for like 30 minutes about telling us how much he enjoyed the show. And I'm like sitting there going like, I told him, I was like, dude, I could not read you. I'm like, I saw you the whole show, and I was like, what is this guy's problem? And he's like, no man, I was really interested, and I'd never heard of you guys before. You weren't on the flyer. I didn't know what you were about. So I just wanted, like, I was trying to absorb what was going on, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I didn't realize you went to a show to actually observe the performance. Like,
See,
I
Almost gave you a fucking complex.
yeah, right.
Jesus fuck.
I'm just imagining just Paul standing on stage with fucking like hundreds of people fucking moving, and then there's one dude in the back, just him staring at that one dude.
Yeah.
Just like,
It's like your nightmare.
Yeah, dude.
fuck those guys, you move.
You can't fucking make
But
me.
I understand that though, because I'm the same way when I go to shows and concerts. I'm not one to mosh,
Yeah.
and I'll sit there and I'll just stand there, and I'll even catch myself doing it. And I'll be like, oh shit, I'm just standing here staring at this band, not moving or anything. But
Yeah.
internally, I love the fuck out of what I'm hearing. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just so
Processing.
yeah. I'm processing. And
See, you get my crowd participation for the first two bands, two, three. I'll be right up front, just fucking hell yeah. But like after that, I'm getting old, dude. Like I got that back. Like I gotta fucking just
You know
chill
what?
right at the back of the
I
crowd.
don't even think it's an age thing, honestly, because I remember like 12 was when I went to my first big metal concert, and then I saw Mudvayne, my first concert ever, and then the next night was In Flames, Soilwork, fucking Unearth, and Strapping Young Lad, and Chimera.
Oh my god.
Fucking insane show. And I remember like 2 bands in, and like my feet are hurting, and granted, you can't even, I'm 12, I can't drink, so there's nothing to like lube. So I'm sitting here going like, fuck man, like this really sucks. Like, and I used to like really not like staying for an entire show, because it especially if you don't drink and there's nothing to like really kind of like lube the whole experience, like it fucking, it's a lot, dude. You're asking people a lot.
Alcohol does make shows a lot easier. So
Yeah.
anyone under 21 going to shows,
Thank you.
respect.
Yeah.
'Cause even for
out, it's
our
fine,
headliner show, like they were asking, like my guys in my band were like, "How long should our set be? Should we go 40 minutes?" I'm like, "No, 30." And they're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because I'm thinking about myself. being in the crowd, I don't want to fucking watch you for 40 minutes. Like, it's hard. Like,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, even with my absolute favorite bands, I don't like extended sets. Like, I want you to hit me with the fucking bangers and just let me go home.
Yeah.
Like, Dahlia does tremendous sets throughout the entire thing, like from beginning to end. But sometimes I'm just like, yo, there's those couple songs that I really want to fucking hear, and then I just want to enjoy the process experience on the way home.
That's why I love venues who put TVs like in the outside area, so you can go outside, get a drink, like give your ears a rest, still watch the show, and be like, "Oh, this is crazy." But yeah, it's a lot, dude.
Yeah, completely agreed.
What else we got? Yeah, what's the next one?
So the next one, we've got a very serious one from Justin McQuarrie. For Pariah, when is the pop punk album coming out? So, Steve, if you can address this
It was already
one.
released to certain circles on cassette tape.
Damn.
So it's already out there in circulation. If you don't know about it, you'll never hear it.
All right, so
That's fucked up. I don't know about
It's
it.
I
we're
Pariah
gonna
Goes
have to
Pop.
get on their level.
It's called iPop.
We're gonna have to do a split. We're gonna have to do a Dead World Exiled Pop split.
Yes. Yeah. My last band was a pop punk metalcore band.
Oh, dude, I fucks with it, dude. I love pop punk. That's why I'm like, what do you mean you have a pop
I didn't
punk
know.
band?
I kind of fell into it. I didn't know it was a pop punk metalcore band. I thought it was like a metalcore band. So the pop punk thing, I was like, ugh. But I did it anyways. It was fun.
Dude, exactly though. That's the whole thing. Is it's fucking fun. It looks like I don't know. I love pop punk. It might
I would
be in a
play
death metal
bass in a
band.
pop punk band. That would be fucking
I
awesome.
want to play dude. I want to play guitar and like do like backup screaming and shit. So I can be like, ah!
I would actually probably play bass in like a Green Day or Blink 182 cover band. That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be fucking cool.
See, if I wasn't in a metal band, I'd be in a reggae band.
Oh hell yeah!
Fuck. Okay.
I love.
I just want to do something I can do a guitar spin in because I feel like I can't really do that.
I did that with my bass and a pickup flew out. I don't ask me to explain the physics, but it was an old Schecter Diamond Series 5 string. I remember before every show I had to take a Phillips head and screw down the pickup, one of the EMGs, because like it got stripped. And like I used to always throw my bass around my head, and like we were playing an outdoor venue, and I threw the fucking thing around my head. And I remember as the bass was coming down, I saw the pickup had popped out and was flying, but it was still attached. So like when it landed and the pickup was like fumbled out, I was like, how did that happen? Because it was through the strings. So I was like, how the fuck did this thing pop out and went beyond the strings? So I'm like fumbling to shove the thing back in the fucking instrument. And I think my dad used to go to every show, and he was on the side stage when shit went down. My dad was like, I'm there. I'm like fumbling, and my dad just hands me his old vintage P bass. He's like, son, and I'm like,
Fuck yeah.
The moment is now.
yeah.
Didn't know I had this on me, did you? Whoa, Dad.
Keep that thing on.
He yelled at me after the show because I had a belt buckle on, and he's like, "You scratched my bass."
Oh my god.
I don't think he actually yelled at me, but
I get it. Just like belittled you a little bit. It's like, yeah, remember I saved your ass and you fucked my bass up, but it's all good.
Thanks, dude.
Some shit my old man would have
That's
done.
fucking cool.
We're following it up with another serious one. This one comes from Nolan Caps. This one is who can jump the highest.
Oh fuck.
I can jump higher than this house.
You see those
I've
mountains?
heard
over
that
there?
one, Steve. I've heard that one.
Slap in the knee.
For anyone who hasn't, a house can't jump.
Oh,
You just ruined.
I thought it was like a fucking Superman joke or something.
I was like,
really
I don't
tall
get it.
buildings.
Apparently, not everyone has heard it because that's a good economic opportunity for you if you bet someone money that you can jump higher than a building, and when you jump and then you go, okay, building, your turn, and then it doesn't fucking jump, you win that money.
Fuck, dude.
So, I mean, I thought the joke was straightforward, but we
No.
just blew their goddamn minds.
But I know I can jump kind of high. I think because like I do the Corey Taylor jumps, bro, where you like jump and you bring your knees to your chest. Makes you look like you jumped 6 feet in the air, but you're really not.
Yeah, are we measuring like combine where you like have to jump and swat?
See,
Is that what we're talking about though?
I'm just talking air. We're
Hang
gonna go.
time.
Jump.
Yeah.
I can sit lower than anyone.
See, I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, my money is on Anthony. So
Yeah.
I'm a springy motherfucker, dude.
You got less weight to fly up with.
I was a goalkeeper in college. You had to jump for that shit.
What?
But probably not these days.
Oh, I didn't play what goal? I didn't go to college. What? What do you know about me that I don't know? I played volleyball.
Sorry, that's your.
Oh, really? All right,
I
then
really
now.
did. I was
So
in, like,
what we
middle
need to do
school.
is a fucking dude. The next tour, we're bringing volleyball net.
Yo, fuck yeah. I'm so down. And we always find cool places to play shit anyways.
Yeah.
And dude, oh, fuck.
I'd like to bring a cornhole.
Dude, that's all right.
yeah,
Where
that's
was
essential.
it? Was it in Memphis or where were we when we got to play cornhole at that one bar?
It was Memphis.
Fuck yeah, that was so cool. Dude. I had never played cornhole until then.
Remember when you broke the vintage arcade machine in St. Louis? Okay, you didn't
Yeah, I
break it,
do.
but it was
No.
broken, and the guy
No.
was like, "What'd you do?"
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck do you mean? What did I do? He said put a quarter in here and it didn't fucking work. And like he's like, here's your quarter back. And I was like, oh.
Have you ever heard of it's a big venue that everyone plays in St. Louis called Foo Bar?
I've heard of it.
Oh,
but-
it's a lot like Club Red. You have a small side and a big side, and there's a record store like next door. It's called like St. Louis Records or something. I bought a shirt because it was
like a record store or something.
awesome record store. Like they had everything, vinyl, CD, like, and every band. And they had these vintage pinball machines in the lobby. And Anthony goes to play pinball and he puts his quarter in the first one. It doesn't work. And then he puts it in the next one and it works. And the guy's like, by the end of it, pulling the top off the other one, going like, "What happened to the fucking machine?"
What do you mean? I'm just sitting there like fucking playing pinball, dude, and like,
no clue.
yeah. I mean, I bought shit from there, so like, you know,
We all spent a lot
for
of
the
money.
repairs.
dude, yeah.
Sir,
I
I'm a
found
customer.
that. What was it? It was like I think it was
I'm a paying
diecast.
customer.
I found like a diecast CD that was signed.
Yeah.
And that was like super.
Well,
fucking
Eric
rad.
bought that As I Lay Dying vinyl. I
he
think
actually?
Oceans Divide Us.
I think
or,
he. I don't remember if he did or not.
or is
but I'm
that
pretty
that band? I can't remember. Is that the same thing?
sure- Oceans Between Us.
Oceans Between. He bought. I think. I want to say he bought Oceans Between Us.
I think he did too.
That's a great.
There was a
that's
bunch
great
of cool shit in that place, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, on that one, we are going to go to another quick break. So we'll be right back.
Damn it!
Just like
You weren't even doing that on purpose.
I didn't
like old times.
Yeah, dude, yo, shit, like, yeah.
Are you wearing like the Ferguson beanie just ironically?
Yo, check it out. I love this fucking beanie. Plumbing is in my blood.
Oh, I thought you meant like Ferguson, Missouri.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh no, okay. So
That's the second joke of the night.
jeez,
you only get 3.
so it's a plumbing supply company. So like you can get like water heaters and shitters there and pipe, and you know,
I thought you were like making a statement, like don't
Yeah.
forget what happened.
never
there.
forgetty.
Wait, are you trying to?
Well,
plug
dude,
a
you got
plumbing
this guy
company?
on the bag, literally like looking like,
Oh shit!
Rap
dude.
snacks.
It's okay, Anthony. I stand with you.
Oh damn!
Yup.
dude, that look is like, I'm getting shot. And Pariah has been canceled.
You heard it here, guys.
I don't want to
Catch it here before we catch it on Twitter.
Do we want to? Do we want to start over again?
So, Vocalist podcast, take 2.
Yeah.
So, well, we.
I thought you were clapping again.
I mean, we can if you want.
No, dude, now you're doing hands up.
Hands up! Don't shoot.
Dude, I don't know what to say. I think Anthony is fucking woke, guys.
As fuck.
Yeah.
Did you ever
I
forget?
didn't know any better. That purple shirt was like for purple drink. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's a
Well, no,
sipping on
it's
some
Lorna
scissor.
Shore, so it actually probably is.
I know, but if it didn't have Lauren Short
Wow,
on
they
it,
were almost
one.
canceled.
yeah.
and the rest of the band didn't deserve that shit. That's
Yeah,
another reason
no,
why
they
I still-
did not.
I love them as motherfuckers, dude. They're dope.
I was gonna say, Lorna, like that whole situation. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
and
How
still support the
awesome
rest of
they
the band.
handled it. Just, by the way, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
He's not coming back.
Just in case y'all didn't get the message, we
Yeah.
fired that bitch. And like,
Yeah.
It sucked when they dropped the new song because, like, I saw a lot of people going like, "Yo, I kind of don't hate him now," and I'm like, "No, you should still hate that guy. Don't hate his voice. Like, his voice is awesome. Like,
yeah, don't hate the band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did a good performance on this song, but he's still a piece of shit.
he's
Yeah.
a piece of shit."
If allegations are true, then he is still a piece of shit.
I will say, since he was in Signs of the Swarm, I've always seen that guy, and I'm like, "You look like you have bad breath." I see it. Like, I didn't think he was a bad person, but I was like, that guy looks like his feet stink and he has bad breath.
God.
You look like you have ingrown toenails.
Yeah.
You look like your feet hurt when you walk. Like, oh my lord.
Your Graham hairs might be related.
He walks to Circle K barefoot.
Oh my god.
He got Circle K feet.
Yeah. You know he shops at the Walmart, like the actual grocery Walmart, the neighborhood markets instead of the super centers. Yeah.
That's
They
him,
don't
dude.
build those in high class areas.
So,
All right, welcome back.
I lived around the corner from one of them Walmarts.
podcast. Take 3.
Damn it.
Oh. Y'all, I'm not clapping no more.
Just to keep riffing on that, my brother, I used to spray this cologne when I was like a teenager. My brother's like, you smell like the plant section at Walmart. And I'm like, is that bad?
Yeah. You saying I smell fresh, motherfucker? And like,
I smell like citrus and lavender.
So, just to give some people some background on you guys as vocalists, which musicians would you guys say have inspired you the most with as far as how you sound today?
okay, dude, honestly, it's weird for me because it's not like the genre that I do at all. But
doesn't have to be.
Dude, Shane Told from Silverstein.
Hell yeah.
That is like my fucking dude, and I've always like really liked him as a vocalist, but like for the kind of like the stuff that I do, it was like Mitch Luck and Doo-Doo. But like, yeah, we all just like, but no, but Mitch Lucker, honestly, like dude, like to this day, for real, dude, because the very first concert I went to, dude, it was Mayhem Fest. It was my I think it was like 2008. It was whenever they were doing for the cleansing.
Yep.
Dude, some girl had shown me their music, and like I heard No Pity for a Coward. I was like, oh, that's cool. But we were sitting there watching, I think, Psycho Stick play on this one at the Jägermeister stage. Dude, it was so gangster. But I saw them setting up for the Suicide Silence stage, and I was like, oh, I heard them. Like, we should go check them out. So me and my buddy were like on the fucking railing, and I had no idea what was about to fucking happen. Like, and then they come out, and I turn around and just. And like I can't breathe, and I used to think like Whitechapel, Suicide Sounds. When I'd hear that, I always thought it was fake, like the vocals, because I'm like, how? Like I would have to inhale, scream, and it still sounded like shit, and I just couldn't figure it out. And then when I saw them come out and I saw Mitch take the stage, dude, I was just like, that's what I want to do, and like it like captivated me, dude. It was just so surreal seeing him do that and make those sounds. And I'm
like a spider.
Dude, yeah. And like the way he just like runs that stuck out.
I was at that same show because that was the same year that Whitechapel was touring This Is Exile. So they were on Mayhem. And Job for a Cowboy was doing Ruination.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude.
2008. I fucking remember.
Bro, we had some good fucking shows.
Oh,
back
dude.
then.
08 is still, I think,
prime.
Next to 2000 or 08 and 2019, I still think are considered probably the best years for deathcore.
Dude, the first show I went to, it was Suicide Silence and After the Burial, and After the Burial was opening, and I was like,
fuck.
What?
Yeah.
It was towards the very beginning of when they had started touring, and so of course they're gonna be.
Sorry,
He just hit a lamp.
Like opening, but I just remember seeing them, and I was just like, oh my god! And then Suicide Silence came on, and I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And then fucking capped off the night with Suffocation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Fucking
Jesus.
yeah. Dude, it was. I didn't really listen to metal
You
at the
gotta
time.
give Suffocation credit because they are not an elitist death metal band. Like, elitists love Suffocation. Suffocation always tours with relevant fucking bands, and they grow and mature. Like, that's why I love Suffocation.
True.
They're always on tour with the newer bands, taking them out, fucking showing them the ropes and being badasses like that.
Fuck
Kind
yeah.
of like band dads.
Yeah, be.
True dat. So the way it should be.
Hate that term though, but yeah.
So, influences.
Mine for metal was Corey Taylor initially.
Oh yeah.
For sure, I used to drive. I used to drive for parts at Santan Ford, and all day long I used to literally just bump Slipknot, and I would literally scream to the top of my lungs, which I pretty much do now. But I would do it so much, and I pretty much was just doing that every day in my car at work. That was my practice, and I never really utilized it until I got into my first band. And I actually had originally auditioned as a guitarist, I was.
Were you
I went.
good?
No. no. Let me tell you. I went.
Whenever
I
you
went,
say I initially auditioned as, you probably
Yes.
weren't very
No,
good.
no.
Fuck.
I walked into that. I walked into that bitch not confident.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna.
What kind of crate were you playing through?
It was a blue voodoo,
It was at the
bro.
band Oasis, so I was just playing whatever the fuck was there.
Oh.
I'm so glad that you didn't make it as a guitarist. Like,
Yes.
Wait, was it your band?
Yes. It was.
It was before we found Dakota. Yeah.
Well, no, but
Full circle. That's cute as fuck.
well so initially also the screaming vocalist was supposed to come to the practice, and he didn't show up, and they just ghosted them, or he just ghosted the band, and they were like, well, you said on your Craigslist ad that you could do, which is also how I found Dead World, which is also how I found Dead World.
Through Craigslist?
Through Craigslist.
Holy shit!
I sent him a 30-second video of me doing lyrics to the new song that we released.
I was gonna
And
say,
they-
because when you joined, I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
That's,
We found this motherfucker from Craigslist.
wow. The one, dude, Craigslist should use that as an ad.
Yeah.
So, no,
Dead World found Connor through Craigslist. It can happen to
I will,
you.
give Craigslist the biggest plug right now. Every single band that I have been in that has lost a member, we have been able to find one member through Craigslist.
Never offer up.
Like they say they're
Or
selling their
Facebook
time,
Marks-
but like the prices are ridiculous.
They're great for hookers too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And now,
Dude, there used to be this website.
prostitution.
High prostitution.
I prostitute. You better chill. I brothel. And like, fuck yeah, I can't. We can keep going all day, dude.
My wife is about to be I divorce.
I sleeping on the couch. Dude. But there used to be a website. It was like joinmyband. Like it was like I think it was like a UK website. 'Cause it was like .co or whatever.
I
the fuck.
remember that. Yeah.
I was on so many of those goddamn
Yeah.
websites,
Dude, same. That's how I got like my first kind of band together. It was like when I was in Verona. And I like met these dudes, and it's actually David Price in First and Forever. I think it's First and Forever. Fuck no, I'm wrong. I don't. Yeah, I believe it's First and Forever. But like, dude, they're super fucking badass. And I really hope that's the name of their band. I'm a fucking old bum. I listen to them
Anyway,
all the
Connor.
fucking time. Yeah, go on, dude. Yeah, dude, your influences.
you were saying.
We just like interrupted you.
Forgot.
Oh, okay.
No,
forgot
no,
your
You
influences?
you were a backup vocalist, and the guy
Yes.
never showed
Yeah,
up.
so so they you
can tell who's on the claw.
They said he was like they said or you said that you could scream on your Craigslist ad, and I was like, yeah, sorta. And they're like, all right, you want to give it a shot? And I was like, sure. And they turned the PA system all the way up and whatever, and because I guess the guy was really quiet, super quiet, and so we were doing My Curse from Killswitch, and that
Yeah.
and I hit that as hard as I could, and they just all stopped. they all stopped, and the guitarist, he ran over to the PA, he just turned down all the knobs. He's like, hold on, I didn't expect that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, let's run it again. And we ran through it, and I did the vocals for the whole song, and he was just like, I know you came in and auditioned as a guitarist, but you want to be the vocalist instead? And I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. And so I was kind of almost like relieved.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'd rather do this than fuck up on the guitar, because I
Thank
feel
God
like
I
if
don't
I
have to
fuck up
practice
guitar.
singing,
Dude, that
I can
is
just
the
fuck
most-
up words, I can mumble shit.
Yeah.
That's the
When you
most
fuck up on
humble
guitar, it's like-
vocalist story ever. Like I was glad I didn't have to suck at guitar.
Exactly.
And this is why we love Connor.
I was about to say, like, I just wanted to be the star.
This motherfucker went from bass to vocal, so
From the
I had
basement
a
to the
girl in high
penthouse.
school come up to me, and it was while I was in my band in high school. It was called Dresden. And she's like, "Oh my god, you're in Dresden!" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the bass player." She's like, "So you're not really in Dresden?" She wasn't being like kind of like fuck bass players. She legitimately meant you're not in that band. It's like,
All right.
oh god damn.
yeah.
That's why we're not going to have a bass player podcast.
Oh, yo, you should do everyone except the bass player.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
Yeah, even
Fuck
the
you,
bass
Mike.
player podcast and only invite other members of the band.
I was gonna say,
Show everyone except the bass player.
Yes.
like even
Yes.
sample guys.
no, I was gonna say we could have a bass player podcast, and just anytime they talk, we just talk over them the entire time.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
that'd be
Michael
fun.
gets so mad. It's just like Yes, bring it on.
Yeah. So we're just gonna
Now they're gonna know though.
Well, I mean, they're still
Fuck
gonna
it.
want to come on. This is a pretty, prestigious podcast.
Yeah.
We have like.
I mean, they don't get any
listeners.
attention. They'll love it.
They want to be here, man.
So-
Yeah, I'm down for that.
it would be funny just to hear this because I feel like it's pretty obvious who my biggest influence would be.
Celine Dion. Yes.
Absolutely. Just because in every group I'm friends with, whenever I mention this band, they're like, "Yeah, of course,
Oh, the
dude."
Whitechapel
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
Whitechapel
Yeah.
guy.
I mean, you're wearing the shorts.
Yeah, oh fuck! Dude, all right, hold on.
can't go
Shout
nowhere,
out
dude.
to Whitechapel because my wife got these shorts for me for Christmas, and like, I love my wife, but she doesn't know how band merch sites work. Where a few days went by and she messaged the fucking Whitechapel. And I didn't get my shorts. Oh fuck! I made her sound annoying. She was like, I didn't get my shorts. Like, Christmas is on the horizon. And if he doesn't get these shorts, he's going to flip. So they sent her a second pair, and I got 2 pairs on Christmas.
Nice.
Are you damn?
Yeah. So they were on top of that, even though it was normal shipping. Yeah, get them in 7 to 10 days.
Phil's finna hit you up, be like, "So those shorts."
Yeah.
When you're sending those back.
Nah, dude, he's busy tickling his dogs.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, I would say so, Phil, but absolutely, Phil Bozeman. When I heard those vocals, that was like the game changer
Yeah.
for me, and they have been my favorite band ever since then. I am a Whitechapel apologist, so when someone's like, "Oh, but they're new stuff," and I'm like, "We're fighting."
Yo, I get it. Progression is progression. Dude.
Yeah,
You can't fucking.
But I
hate
will
on it.
say to follow up with Corey Taylor, I had a similar story as what you had with, when you saw Suicide Silence and you saw 2004. I was in 8th grade. I got in a fight at school on the bus. So this kid, I'm not going to say the word on the podcast, but kid called me a particular F word as I was getting off the bus the opposite day because I was painted my nails and wore all black. So I got on the bus the next day and I just saw the kid and I'm like, well, hey, here we are. So I proceeded to punch the shit out of his head.
Right.
And got pulled off the bus, and my dad had bought us tickets to see Slipknot at the Mesa Amphitheater. And so I never came home, and the school didn't tell my parents that they kept me off the bus. So my dad pulls up to the school and, "Where the fuck is my son?" And they're like, "You got in a fight." And he's like, "I don't get what happened." And like, I told my dad what happened, and he's all like, "Yeah, we'll take care of this." And we get in his truck, and I'm like, I'm in so much trouble. I got in a fight in school. Like, it's like, "Where are we going?" And he's like, "We're going to the concert." And he's like, "You didn't do anything wrong. Like, the kid said something mean, and you corrected his behavior."
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right."
You put him in a calm, submissive state.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't punch him.
Yeah.
But anyway, that show, it was before Subliminal Verses had come out, but they were touring on that material. And I remember it was the first time I crowd surfed in the pit at Mesa Amphitheater, and I was crowd surfing during Duality or whatever song, and I look up and I see Corey Taylor, and I'm like arm's length away from him, and I can see through his mask, and I see his eyes looking at me, and he like reached out, kind of did one of those, and like I reached out and then fell, and but like that
Almost touched
moment,
the
like
hand of
that was the moment where I was like, that's the guy I want to be. Like, I want to be that fucking guy.
100%.
And ever since then, I'm also a Corey Taylor apologist. So I love all and any Slipknot. It was in 1998 or 99 is when their first album came out.
Yeah.
My brother, because I was listening to like Alanis Morissette in those days.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing, and Rush. Rush was my band. My brother spent his allowance.
Can't imagine
Yeah.
you listening to fucking man.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I'm just imagining you as is now.
Oh,
just sitting down by the fire listening to some Alanis Morissette.
I got down to it, man. And fucking my mom got me into Yanni. Like fucking.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man, that orchestral
great.
progressions.
Yeah.
But anyway, my brother had spent his allowance on an REM cassette, and we were in Best Buy, and he's like, "Hey, this band came out. You should listen to them. Use your allowance to buy it." He was trying to get me to buy it for him.
Yeah.
So I fucking bought it, and I put it in my seat. It was the day it came out, because tradition in the Pop household is you buy Slipknot the day it comes out. I barely buy any CDs anymore, but I always buy Slipknot the day of release. And I bought that fucking CD, and I put it in my Discman. that had Tetris on it. And I remember it felt like everything sped up around me because I'd never heard anything like it before. Still to this day, I think that's the angriest album that exists.
The first one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And then my parents heard it. My parents are pretty progressive. They were musicians. They toured. They did all that stuff. They did not believe in censorship. They limited me to 2 songs a day off that album. Because they said, if you listen to this whole thing, it will make you go crazy.
Oh, fuck.
I snuck in the whole album anyway.
You still listen to the whole thing.
So yeah, Corey Taylor, 110% is still the fucking man. I love who he is today too. Like he's a fucking badass.
I got smacked in the mouth because of Slipknot by my mom. Yeah, because I fell asleep with it blaring on my on my stereo.
Yeah.
And I just fell asleep. And I got woken up to being hit for listening to this evil fucking music. What are you doing?
When Iowa came out, my dad came home late from work and slapped the disc on my pillow because it was the day it came out. And he was like, here you go, son. So he warmed up to it, you know, but I met Corey at NAMM. He was with Stone Sour doing autographs.
No shit.
Not like that guy has every reason to be the biggest asshole ever. Fucking sweetie pie. Like that guy was so nice.
I gave him one of my CDs.
Oh no!
You fucking Punisher.
No. Okay, there's worse.
Is your name Brad?
So fucking one of the time you guys remember Upon a Burning Body?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh.
So
You just played with him, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
In
Upon a
August.
Burning Body was this was like a fucking couple years ago.
Yeah.
So they had posted on Facebook and they were just like, "Yo, we're out in Avondale, like at this hotel. Like, who wants to come through? Just bring bottles of Jaeger." And so like we commented on it and we were just like, "Oh, hello, good sirs. We have 4 bottles of Jaeger ready for your disposal. Let's do this." So we fucking go do it, and fucking we're hanging out with Upon a Burning Body, and my buddy, he's like, we're taking shots, and he's just like, "Here's to you, here's to me, the best of friends will always be." The fucking one of the main lines from one of their hit songs.
Yeah.
And the vocalist, Danny, just looks at him. He's just like, "Don't be that guy."
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I'd have
dude.
left the fucking party.
Bro,
Yeah.
no, he started doing it, and we all looked at him horrified.
Yeah.
And then he kept going, and we were just like,
Please
"He's
stop
not gonna
doing
You know
stop."
what? You know what? No. Fuck Upon a Burning Body. I would have looked at the singer straight in the face, being like, "Do you want the Jaeger?
Oh, God.
Do you want the fucking Jaeger? Because this is how you don't get the Jaeger.
Let me finish the song.
You want to be a broke musician fucking inviting the locals to bring you booze, and you don't expect some of that shit? Fuck you. Calling him
Okay,
out now.
fair
Calling him
point.
out now.
I mean,
Upon this dick.
On a burning
in
bush.
his defense, he did get kidnapped or disappeared or whatever that publicity stunt was.
We don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, so that was.
Check out my new CD.
I played an Evan Brewer song to Evan Brewer at NAMM, and I fucked it up pretty bad because you don't play Evan Brewer correctly. But I got to hang out with him for a few hours after because he was a fucking awesome person, and he was actually like, "Hey, you're pretty good." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know what pretty good means."
It's a soft no.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a soft you suck.
The worst part about NAMM was the $6 IPAs because when I met Evan Brewer, I was like 7 deep, and I was just like. I think I was messaging my band going, "Things are going great, making business contacts. I can't feel my toes."
All right, so, well, this has been fucking phenomenal. I think that it is a fair point for us to probably start wrapping up. So,
Like presents?
yeah, we're
love
going to exchange gifts, and I didn't wrap them, so
Now we have to wrap them.
yeah, that's the gift. You guys get to wrap my Christmas presents. for
Fuck
my
yeah.
family.
I'm actually really good at wrapping shit.
Perfect. You'll be fit in for
I
this.
just got good at it this last Christmas. The first time, and I was like looking at my wife unwrap it. I'm like, enjoy that.
Yeah.
Just take your time. Take your time. Slow down.
It's just the fold. Go with the fold. Unclip the tape.
Yeah.
Don't
Save
rip
it.
And then
Peel
pull-
the tape
yeah.
off. Don't rip it.
Pull the box out gently. Don't rip the tape.
Why do you use double-sided tape? Don't ask questions.
Do you like how it's wrapped or not?
Yeah.
So we're gonna. So for everybody watching, thank you. Make sure you check out Connor and Dead World Reclamation. You check out Steve and Pariah. You check out Anthony in the Exiled Martyr, and you check us out on the Arizona Breakdown. So,
Chip.
it was fun. Thanks for watching, and thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Let's get a
water.
fucking hell yeah, all lows.
All right.
Fuck yeah, okay.
Cheers.
1, 2, 3.
Bree.
So that's who the bands are. All the bands that are coming up now, they're all want to do all sort of just age group.